Hey everyone, it's TheNotoriousKIA. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some of my hair growth tips that have worked for me. These are tried and true methods that really work over time. I'm not going to sell you guys a dream. I'm not going to sell you guys a magical pill that will have your hair grow 5 inches overnight. I'm not going to tell you guys to put monostat vaginal cream on your scalp. Nor am I going to tell you guys to invert your head for 10 minutes a day for 3 months. Those are just ridiculous. Nothing in this video is going to cause you or your body any kind of harm whatsoever. You're not going to be ingesting any chemicals or just doing ridiculous stuff, like, because girl, come on. Now you know. Some of you guys, like, y'all do the most, well, you need to do the least, and that's the problem. That's why your hair is not growing. You know, no shade, no tea, but it is what it is. I do have to say, in order for you to reach your full maximum hair growth potential, that you must have realistic expectations. You also need patience. Like, come on. Overnight successes, you don't appreciate that. It's gonna take some time for you to find a good regimen and get it to work for your hair, and you're also gonna have to be persistent. You know, there are gonna be times where you don't feel like doing it, but girl, if long hair is what you want, you gotta work for it. I think the bottom line is we need to be aiming for healthy hair, and if you aim for healthy hair, your hair naturally will grow longer. So that's what my tips are, is they focus on healthy hair. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright guys, so first and foremost, in order to have healthy hair, you must have a healthy scalp. So in short, wash your hair. Make sure your scalp is clean and free of any buildup. For me personally, I must wash my hair at least once a week. After a week, my hair is like, girl, you tried it. My scalp is itchy. I'm noticing that my hair isn't keeping any styles. It's looking a little dull. So that tells me that I have product buildup and I need to remove that product ASAP. So, you know, the products that I'm using moving forward can properly penetrate my hair strands and follicles and scalp, and just I can reap all the benefits. I hear girls talk about they can go 3 and 4 weeks without washing their hair, and I cringe. I cringe. I can't do it. But if it works for you, it works for you. But at the same time, don't complain about you not seeing any hair growth. Like, your hair is not growing because you have so much scalp and product buildup on your scalp. So the products, the money that you're spending, the time you're spending doing your hair, you're not reaping those benefits because none of those hair growth properties are actually penetrating your scalp due to all that buildup. So in short, wash your hair and make sure you're washing it with adequate cleaning agents. So not just any conditioner, make sure you're using a cleansing conditioner. Those have properties that can properly cleanse that scalp. You also want to make sure you're using shampoo, sans the sulfate, because we all know sulfates, you know, dry our hair out, and that's a whole nother issue. And lastly, I like to do DIY clay washes. I did a video on how I do mine. You can check that out right here. The clay washes not only clean your scalp, but it also stimulates the scalp and promotes hair growth. Speaking of stimulating the scalp, one of my favorite ways to stimulate the scalp and promote circulation is by doing scalp massages in and outside of the shower. Now you can use your fingers, but lately I've been using the shampoo scalp massaging brush by Vanity Planet to massage my hair. This is everything. I'm telling you, y'all, if you don't have one, you need one. In the shower, I use it when I'm cleansing my hair. It gently exfoliates the scalp and really takes that dandruff and that gunk and that product buildup and just eliminates it completely. Outside of the shower, I use it on dry hair a couple of times a week. I just take 5 to 10 minutes out of my day to just sit down and just massage my scalp. I take any oil of choice, typically Jamaican black castor oil, apply that to my scalp, and then just get to massaging. Now this thing vibrates, like, come on. It's so relaxing and it does all the work for you. You just have to move it around. It like takes you to a whole nother planet. So the tips are plastic, so they're not going to damage your hair or anything. You can go as soft, as rough as you would like it. Yeah, it doesn't cause any tangles or anything like that in my hair. So this scalp massager increases blood flow, which increases scalp circulation, thus promoting hair growth. This is a staple in my hair care regimen. If you guys are interested in trying out this brush, I do have a coupon code. I will leave everything in the description box, so check that out. So you really want to make sure you're using products that stimulate the scalp and also promote hair growth. A few of my faves, obviously Jamaican black castor oil, also peppermint oil, rosemary oil, nettle, lavender oil, aloe vera, ACV. Those are just a few of the ones that I use continuously. But you want to make sure that you have like a regimen that incorporates products that stimulate and promote hair growth. So maybe you want to do the Jamaican black castor oil to massage your scalp, put a little bit of rosemary oil in, whatever other stuff you're using, use it to deep condition, etc., etc. We should start looking at doing our hair as not a chore, but some me time. Time out of the day, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes that you can devote to yourself, to self-care. So block out everything. You can just forget about stress at work, forget about the kids crying for a minute, and just really focus on improving your mental health. You're just reflecting on the positive and just really using that time to take care of yourself. Like, self-care is important. It's the best kind of care. And we should really start looking at doing our hair as self-care and not as a chore. If you look at doing your hair as a chore, it's gonna be a chore. You're gonna hate doing it, you're gonna be lazy with it, you're gonna miss steps, you're gonna be careless with your hair. But if you look at it as self-care, you're gonna take care of your hair, you're gonna give it that tender, loving care that it needs in order to grow long and healthy. Just a thought. All right, so next up, let's talk about moisture. Moisture is key, and it is the #1 thing as far as healthy hair is concerned. If your hair isn't moisturized, that means it's dry, and dry hair breaks off. So in order to grow long, healthy hair, we want to make sure we're keeping our hair moisturized from roots to tips. Now keep in mind, the kinkier your hair is, the harder it's going to be to absorb all that moisture and for that moisture to travel down all those kinks and coils and curls. So you do have to work a little bit harder to keep your hair moisturized. And also, if you have high or low porosity as well, that's another hurdle that you have to jump through as far as making sure your hair is adequately moisturized. For me, as far as moisture goes, I rely on a routine and I rely on layering products. I'm either doing the LCO, liquid cream oil method, or the LOC, liquid oil cream method. This ensures that my hair is properly moisturized from the beginning of my routine to the end. I'm applying creams and oils and just sealing everything in. Nice little sandwich that will hopefully last me until the next time I'm redoing my hair. I do feel like we should always spritz our hair and add some oil in the morning. A day should not go by without you moisturizing your hair. And also, deep condition for your life. Deep condition for your life. Like, every time you wash your hair, you want to make sure you're deep conditioning your hair. I do. I never miss a wash day. I never miss a deep condition ever. Is that important to me and my hair growth. If I ever did, I would feel super guilty. Like, if I don't have time to deep condition my hair, I don't have time to wash my hair. That's how I look at it. It's just like, if you don't have, everybody has 15 to 20 minutes to deep condition their hair. Like, come on, like, you can find something to do within that time period. Like, optimize, maximize your time, whatever it takes, but make sure you're deep conditioning your hair, because deep conditioning is the #1 most important step in your hair care regimen, because it's providing all that moisture that you need until it's time to wash your hair again. Your products and your stylers are in addition to your deep conditioner. They cannot provide the amount of moisture you need to sustain moisturized hair. So they are to complement your deep conditioner. Don't use it to substitute. Deep conditioner is super important, and we have to stress it. I do. My top 3 moisturizing deep conditioners are the TGIN Honey Hair Mask and the Soultanicals Afrotastic Curly Elastic, I believe that's it, and the Babasu Deep Conditioner by Obia Naturals. Like, hands down my favorites. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing. They're bomb. You definitely should check it out if you haven't done so already. So when we talk about moisture, we also have to touch on the flip side, and that is products that dry our hair out. Products to stay away from, definitely any bad alcohols. I will leave a list of them in the description box, so check that out. Make sure you're reading your ingredients. That is really important. You want to stay away from sulfates. Sulfates are usually found in your shampoos, and sulfates are also found in liquid dish detergent. So would you want the same stuff that you're cleaning your cast iron pans with? Would you want that in your hair? No, your hair will be like straw. And trying to restore moisture after using sulfates is like the worst thing ever. You also want to stay away from petroleum and mineral oil. They are cheap ingredients and they just dry your hair out just horribly. I'm on the fence as far as silicones are concerned. I'm not against it, but I know some people just totally just don't use silicones because they do dry your hair out over time. But you also want to make sure you're clarifying your hair and using clay washes often to make sure that you're preventing that product buildup. And we all know, we spoke about how bad product buildup is. So yeah, that's it as far as moisture goes. Next up, let's talk about protective styling and low maintenance hairstyles. Now for me, I don't protective style pretty much at all anymore. It's just I feel like, what's the sense of having hair if I can't touch it, if I can't do it, if I can't enjoy my hair? I genuinely love my hair. I wouldn't change anything about it. I worked hard for this head of hair. Trust me, trials and tribulations, I'm gonna appreciate and I'm gonna enjoy this hair while I'm still on this earth. But I do have to say, when I was transitioning, when I first went natural, what helped me to grow out that relaxer a lot quicker and just not have to deal with the quips of being, you know, a newly natural, is I wore my hair in wigs and weaves for the whole, like, pretty much a whole year. My hair was so thick, it was so long, and it really, my hair, it was like, if you look at my older videos, you can tell it was a lot different than it is now. It was drier because I didn't know how to take care of it, but it was longer and I would say a little bit more thicker because of the protective styling. So the only protective style that I recognize is straight back cornrows, whether you want to wear it like that or you want to throw a wig on it or some crochet. That's it. Individual twists like Marley twists and Senegalese twists or poetic justice braids, I don't feel like that's protecting your hair whatsoever, because that synthetic hair is like honestly eating your hair away. It's drying your hair out, it's sucking all the moisture out of your scalp, and it's not really protecting your hair. I wear a lot of Marley twists, and I just wear it because I'm lazy not to protect my hair, because I know it's not really protecting my hair. When I take the Marley twist out, my hair is just dry and I have to just restore so much moisture into it. Also, weaves, in my opinion, aren't a protective style, because all of this is protected, but your little leave out is left to the wolves. It's struggling and we can tell. So it's not protected. It's not a protective style unless it's protecting your whole entire hair. And if I can't take it off at night, it ain't protecting nothing, because I can't get to my scalp. Your scalp still needs to be moisturized, still needs to be cleaned. You still need to make sure your hair is moisturized as well. So like I said, if you can't remove it at night, it's not a protective style, because you should still be adding moisture to your hair, even though it's in cornrows or whatever. Yeah, and as far as how long you should keep it in, a month and a half at best, because after that, like, to be honest, it's not protecting your hair anymore, and you need to wash your hair. Your scalp is crying. It needs some moisture. And as far as low maintenance or low tension hairstyles, just wear your hair out. It's no tension. I'm not having it in a bun or ponytails. I think a lot of us naturals, we don't know what to do with our hair, so we just rely strictly on buns and ponytails, and that's causing more harm than good. Like, your poor little edges are crying for help, girl. Because you know, you could do the bare middle. You don't have to do anything, your edges will be gone. Like, girl, where they at? They not here. So yeah, low tension hairstyles, like, I'm an advocate for it. I'm here for it. I wear my hair like this 99% of the time. It's always out and about. And yeah, that's probably how I've been able to grow my hair. I just leave it alone. I also, like, when it starts getting cold, I start doing twists. So I'll twist my hair and leave it twisted for about 4 to 5 days out of the week, and then release it on the weekends. That helps not only with time in the morning and time spent doing my hair, but the less manipulation leads to less breakage, and your hair is a whole lot drier in the winter time. So if you leave your hair alone for 4 or 5 days out of the week, I'm pretty sure you'll start seeing less breakage and more hair growth as well. So that's what I mean when I say low tension hairstyles. You're just not putting a lot of tension. And retwisting and rebraiding your hair at night, I do feel like that is a lot of tension. So what I do is I've been incorporating, like, at least 4 to 5 days out of the week, I'll just leave my hair alone and just let it be. Whether it's in twists or whether it's out like this, I just would re-moisturize, but don't retwist it, and still wrap it at night. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say as far as protective styling and low maintenance hairstyles is concerned. So my last and final tip that I briefly touched on in the beginning is to be realistic. Stop trying to make your hair do things that it's not supposed to do. 4B hair will never look like 3B hair, and vice versa, no matter how much you pray about it, and that's okay. You need to love your hair, recognize the uniqueness in your hair, and that would allow you to take better care of your hair. When you know better, you do better. So if you know your hair, you learn your hair, just be realistic. Be real with yourself. You know your hair's porosity, you know it's dense, you know the curl type, you know all of that kind of stuff. So why are you playing? Why are you playing yourself? Come on. When you know your hair, you make better decisions. You know what works for your hair. So that concludes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and also the notification button as well, so you'll never miss an upload. So yeah, guys, thank you again, and I'll see you in my next video. So until next time, peace and dopeness.